All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out the Rich Celenza Show. So, what I think I'm going to call this podcast is Have Confidence in Others. If you know anything about me, I really try to help men build their confidence to become who they truly want to become, do what they truly want to do, and do it with who they want to do it with. I would say I kind of sum it up like that. And I also try to help men regarding other things as well. Could be fitness, wardrobe, hygiene, and also how to live a really good life affordably. Because I think a lot of people don't make as much money as they want to make at times, and they kind of don't realize if they're a little creative that their money can go a lot further than they think. And they can also save money in certain areas where they could take that money, hopefully, and invest it in other things to help them make more money. So let's kind of move forward from there. And what I'm going to, like I said originally with this podcast name, is having confidence in others. If you really have confidence in yourself, I think, you should be able to have confidence in others. Now, I'm here to tell you, a lot of times you're going to be let down in your life. Let's face it. And the people that are going to let you down are most likely the people that are closest within your life, because who else would you care about letting you down? It's not like a stranger that you have no idea. They're not going to really let you down. It's going to be most likely your close friends, family members, colleagues. That's who's going to let you down. And I think after time, sometimes, is we lose confidence in not just the people that are around us, but I think everyone at times. You're just like, as you get older, you get a little jaded. And you're like, oh, this guy's full of shit, or that's never going to work out. Okay, I've heard it a million times, or, all these different types of things, which is understandable. As time goes on, let's face it, we've all heard the same stories from one another. We get exhausted from it, right? The thing is, you got to realize a lot of times you're the person doing the same thing to others. I discuss that all the time. People becoming self-aware that, you may be sick of hearing other people's shit, but I can assure you there's other people out there sick of hearing your shit. So, but here's the thing. I really do think that I really have been able to help people with, if anything, is, there's a point where you can help them build their confidence. And it's not by bullshitting them. It's really taking an honest approach. And it's not necessarily always kissing their ass or always having to make them or always compliment them, but just kind of having conversations that kind of shows them all the strengths that they have and all the things that they can also strengthen, I guess you could say. Because just like anything in life, I think a lot of people think where they're at is kind of all they got. And I'll just use fitness for an example, because a lot of times I talk about, when you go work out at the beginning, what type of shape are you in? You're not in that good a shape. I don't care who you are. I mean, unless you're really an athlete or something, but most people are just, even when you play sports, even if you're very athletic, that doesn't mean you're going to walk onto a field or go do something where you're amazing at it. Yes, some are. It's far and few between. And those people, just like most people, even if they're very athletic, it takes time to really become very skilled. But as you know, if you look at any professional athlete, as time went on, they became better and better and better. Do you think a lot of times that they would have really thought they can end up becoming a professional athlete? Sure, it may be a dream, but from where they started and where they ended up is amazing, like what they grew into. And I think by us having confidence in others, we have to let them know they got a lot more in the tank. I talk about it, right? They have a lot more to maybe develop. You can't just go by where you're at right now. It takes time a lot of times also, I believe, to build confidence, no matter who the hell you are. Now, if you're very successful at whatever you're doing, God bless you. But I'm kind of talking about the average Joe out there a lot of times that's just not succeeding a lot of times. And you having someone in your corner, again, saying, I think, I am here, I have confidence in myself, but I also have it in you that you're going to succeed. Now, that person may not succeed at the level that you may think they should succeed at, or maybe they don't succeed, but just, again, having somebody that believes in you goes a long way. And a lot of times we don't think that way. A lot of times I think we think like, man, I don't got anybody in my corner. Who's there for me? Like, you may be kind of one of those people like, I do everything for everyone else. No one does shit for me. One of those people, right? I can assure you most people have done a lot of things for you. I can assure you. If you've had parents, I'm just saying, they most likely raised you. And I can assure you they spent a lot of money and time doing a lot of things for you that they didn't need to do. So I don't want to hear the bullshit throughout my life that people are always being neglected or they've been neglected their whole life. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some that probably were. But I think a majority of us were very fortunate to end up the way we ended up. Because I think for the most part, I'm not saying our parents were, like perfect by any means, but who the hell is? But I am going to wrap it up with this. Please, man, take time out to help others if you can. And you see that potential in them. And I'm not just talking your kids. Obviously, if you have kids out there or nieces, nephews, or, your friends' kids, you're going to always, build confidence in them, especially if they're younger. You're going to be like, you're doing great. Let's do this. Like, have you tried this? I get it. But a lot of times when it comes with, I guess, our own, it could be brothers or sisters, or I don't care if it's parents or friends or whoever, let them know, you know what I mean, you got their back, and, you want to help them build confidence in whatever they're going after. It could be a better position in a job. It could be health and wellness. It can just be having the confidence that you have a good friendship with this person. It's that simple. Because I think a lot of people think during their lives, ups and downs, like they think, man, I don't even have confidence in my own friends, or it could be dating. I don't have confidence in dating women, or, even if you got a divorce, they lose confidence in, how that's going to pan out or whatever. Having, again, family members, friends, or somebody behind them to say, listen, I'm behind you. Let me try to help you. Let's get your confidence back, because I went through that. I'll tell you one thing, and I don't think I ever mentioned it on a podcast. I forgot what it was. Maybe after I made a second film, and I was trying to raise all this money for a slate of films, and I just kept failing, and I was exhausted, and it was right around when I was getting a divorce, and my ex-wife came to me, and she's like, I hate seeing you like this. Like, this is not who you are. We have, like, she literally, I think, said, well, you have got to get your confidence back. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even think about it from that perspective. And she was right. And, she, even though I was getting a divorce, I had to learn from her and others as well. I had to get my confidence back, and my friends and a lot of people gathered together, my family members, my mother and father, because it's hard, when you get a divorce. Let's call it for what it is. Everything's shaken up. And, I had to slowly but surely build my confidence back up. I wasn't, I was kind of between both things. You're trying to work on these things financially, and then you have a relationship kind of dissolving or fading, and it's a lot to take on, but I had to build my confidence back up, and I really think how I did that was by others, not just by myself. And maybe others in this position, you may want to just reach out to them, because it goes a long way. I always say, you don't realize how many people out there are really feeling alone, and they don't feel like they have anybody, even though when you look at it from the outside, you're like, this guy's got 10 friends. He's got a huge family. Everyone loves him. Well, maybe he doesn't feel that way anymore. Maybe nobody is reaching out to him. Maybe nobody is responding to his texts. Or maybe everybody's afraid to reach out to him, or who knows what's going on. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. Got any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up. I'm at masteringselfconfidence.com or richcelenza.com. You can email me, rich@richcelenza.com. All right, take care, and I wish everyone the best.